Mercedes-Benz New Vito electric side sliding door installation tutorial. 1. Remove the interior panel and track cover plate. Remove the rear seats in first. Remove the rear trim panels. Remove the buckle. Unplug the rear power cord. Unplug the horn plug. Remove the interior panel. Remove the rear taillights. Push outward. There is a buckle here pushing outward. Pull the plug. Remove the track cover. Remove 3 screws, 1 at the back and 2 at the front. Push the car door to this position. Remove the track cover plate. To install the drive motor and accessories. Center rail drive assembly. Motor mounting plate. Card bag. D25 hole opener. Non-dismantling bracket assembly. Rear pulley assembly. Screw bag. First, obtain our company template and fix it securely. According to our company's template, make 2 holes with a diameter of 25 and file them flat in the middle with a file. Apply anti-rust paint guy. According to our company's rear pulley, drill a hole of 5/6 at this location. As shown in the figure, rivet nails, nuts or holes are pierced with riveting guns and fixed with sheet metal. Remove the original car horn. Remove the horn after unscrewing the 3 screws. Install the motor mounting plate. Use the 2 self-tapping screws and 2 M612 screws and nuts in the screw bag. Align the fixed holes under the sheet metal with those of the original vehicle. Align the sheet metal surface with the arc-shaped slot. The 2 self-tapping screws above. The 2 screws below have also been tightened. Drill for tangerines into the original 8 holes. Tie the tangerines tightly with the tangerine glue. Fix the rear pulley at this point. Install the fixed drive motor. Using 5 M6 screws. First, insert the rear steel rod into the hole that has been opened. Note, when wearing the steel wire rod, thread it through the inner side of the sheet metal. Then pass the steel wire through in the same way. Leave a 20 cm steel pipe reserved for easy installation of the motor. Place the motor in the original car slot. Completely pass through the steel wire tube. Fix the motor with screws. After pulling the line through, snap the silver head into the slot of the rear pulley. Note, when wearing a steel wire tube, be sure to be behind the sheet metal. Fix the steel wire with a steel wire clip. The outer matching must be clamped inside the steel wire sleeve. After both ends are secured, hang the steel wire clamped on the original vehicle bracket. Tighten the screws. Install the pulley guide. Cover the rear roller cover. After installing the middle drive mechanism, pull the car door back and forth. Being able to easily pull the car door is normal. Install the internal accessories of the middle door. Lock block. Signal cable. Unlock the motor. Unlock the pull line. Hand switch. Middle door harness. 30 mm hole opener. Anti-pinch strip. Remove the original car pedal. First, remove the B-pillar interior panel. Unscrew the 2 screws inside the B-pillar. Unplug the cable. Remove the lower cover. Remove the B-pillar interior trim panel. Remove the original foot pedal. Remove the pedal base. Remove the interior panel. Remove the small cover. Unscrew the screws. Remove the interior panel. Remove the original sound insulation cotton from the car. Remove the case. Unscrew to screws. Remove the external handle pull line. Take out the lockout device. Unscrew the screws. Install our company's handle switch. Here is stuck in the slot. Here is inserted into the groove. Screw on the screw. After installing the switch, Put the lockout device back in its original position. Tighten to screws. Remove the leather cover above the front lock to facilitate the installation of the anti-pinch strip. Install anti-pinch strips. The harness goes through. Make sure the line is positioned within the slot. There should be no interference at each location. Drill holes and secure with self-tapping screws according to the hole positions. On the anti-pinch strip, install the unlocking motor. Unscrew the 2 fixed screws of our company's motor. Hang the wire and tighten it. Hang the upper outside handle pull line properly. Remove the lower lock bracket. This screw from the original car is removed, no longer used. Replace the locking brackets and wiring harnesses of our company. Install the locking bracket screws of our company. The above 2 holes use the original car screws. Install the tank chain bracket. Place the tank chain support in the limiting groove. Drill M5 holes in the 2 blind holes and install the screws provided by our company. Screw on the bolts. Drill a hole in the exact center at the back of the tank company using a 30mm hole saw. Pass the tank wiring harness through the door. After putting it on, secure the leather case to the opened hole. The wiring harness passes through the original car hole and is plugged into the connector. Fixed unlocking motor. Fix and unlock the motor according to the 2 hole positions. Remove the original lock block. First, remove 3 screws. Remove the original lock block. Install our company's self-absorbing lock block. First, remove the screws from my motor. The original car plug is compatible with our conversion plug. Fixed below the online harness. Install our company's self-absorbing lock block. Install the lock block screws. Fixed our self-priming motor in the original car hole position. The assembly of the internal car components is complete. Start connecting the wiring harness. The harness has labels: self-priming motor wiring harness and self-priming motor plug eye. Lock block connector. The anti-clamping strip plug is plugged into our company's anti-clamping strip plug. The inner handle switch is plugged into our company's inner handle. Use a blade or drill to make a hole at the B-pillar position along the edge line. The original vehicle has an edge line. 2 small holes need to be made here as well. Fasten the B-pillar switch cover. Install the B-pillar switch. Use our company's screws. Twist it on the protruding card platform. Install the controller and wiring harness. Install our controller at position C-pillar. Plug in the front warehouse switch properly and pass the wiring harness through the inner groove. Then it breaks out from the plastic foam. Plug into the controller. The speaker on the harness is fixed in this position. The bottom line overlaps at this position. Connect the 3 wires of the middle drive motor properly. There are labels online. The locking block signal line is plugged into the harness of the middle door. The wiring harness follows the original vehicle wiring harness layout. The unlock and lock lines, as well as the remote control lines, are connected here at the B-pillar. Brown connects with red and yellow. Gray connects to yellow and black. Wrap it up with tape. Connect the B-pillar switch plug to the B-pillar switch. The remaining 2 power cables and the CAN cables continue to move forward. Remove the pedal. Power cable, front compartment cable, CAN cable, running along the wiring harness from the center console to the passenger side. Remove the original front compartment switch. First, remove the cup holder. Remove the lower panel again. Unplug the power plug. Remove the original front compartment switch. After replacing the switch from our company, fix the screws properly. Connect our front warehouse harness. Insert the original car plug. Panel reset. The CAN line and power line are routed to the circuit panel on the passenger side. Remove the A-pillar trim panel. Insert in the original vehicle vacancy. Install the power cable. Place it in this position. And install the nuts worn by our company. Place the wiring harness behind the fuse box. Reset the fuse box cover. Reposition the A-pillar interior trim panel. After installation, pull the handle gently to test the car door. The first time should be, please pay attention when closing the door. Test whether the door can open all the way. Test whether the B-pillar switch is functioning normally. Test whether the internal handle switch is functioning properly. Check if the front warehouse switch is functioning normally before the test. Test if the anti-pinch strip is functioning normally. It is normal that the car doors cannot be opened after locking the car. The car door can be opened normally after unlocking. Restoring the original disassembled parts of the car after the test is considered the completion of the installation.